Hey guys, Chris, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be covering one of my favorite seasons of Aikatsu, Aikatsu Stars Season 2. We already covered all the fashion in Part 1 and the 12-minute edition I made, so you can go watch those if you want to see my thoughts on the Season 1 chords. Today we're going to be talking about Season 2, where wings are back. It's a full season, so we've got a lot to cover. Let's get right into it. In part 1, we get two new brands, Berry Parfait and Fua Dream. First up is Yume's new PR, the Premier Berry Chord. What an ambitious use of frill. The cute gingham heart on the chest is my favorite, and it's accessorized with a pink bow. Her shoes also feature heart bows with trailing fabric. It's very pretty with a lot of flair. The beads almost blend into this very detailed design. It's a really solid PR and a great introduction to the brand. The other chords she gets show off the parfait and nature focus of the brand. Framboise Cream, I don't speak French, has a raspberry color with white lace and bright yellow ribbons. Marguerite Spring is blue and picnicky with flower accessories. There's good variety within the three chords, and it's a good first impression for Berry Parfait. If we looked at the promotional chords, we'll find the Fantasy Sweet chord, a frilly pink check chord with shiny gold jewelry, combining two styles into a really sweet combo. Gothic Victoria finally gets its spotlight here with the brand's very first PR. Rosetta Thorn is named after its rosy dress lace, flowery sleeves, and abundant rose accessories. The thorny cage underneath the skirt is gothic and a very bold design choice. The golden lining breaks up the blue skirt, and the white lacy bust keeps her arms from melting into the blue blob. The star wings have a diamond tile pattern lined with silver that open into lace and pale blue feathers. It's all very cold and fitting. The other chords we get are the Emu Syndrome chord, fun stripes, golden pattern at the waist, love the white shoes, and the Noble Viridian chord, which also has a formal wide skirt with bright buttons on a blue base. White and yellow accents add pop of color to this very serious outfit. Romance Kiss comes in with the best PR we've seen yet. Daylight Festival is such a stark departure from other sexy chords. None of the rest really go for such a bright, sunny aesthetic. This is honestly what King Leo could have been. Dazzling striped fabric with multicolor frill and an abundance of jewels. The shades of yellow and purple make such good contrast. The jewels aren't even necessary, you could take them out, and the chord would still look amazing. The jewel straps and feather accessories give it a very earthy and natural vibe, with the fringe and sandals making it look a little exotic. It's the perfect love child of spicy ageha and bohemian sky. Amethyst, the only other chord it gets is the Amethyst Ocean chord. While it can't compare, the blue gradient with white pearls gets the theme across well. The magenta skirt could have been a bit less bright though. I don't know why you'd want to draw attention to that portion of the outfit. The fourth PR is from the new brand Fua Dream. Sweet Dreams is a cloudy pastel skirt with lots of nighttime accessories. I like to believe it was given this palette so Shiny Smile could keep the bright chords. I find the cloud wings a bit tacky, but I do love the poofy skirt. The childish pajama-like feel is likely intentional, so I won't bash it for the simple top. The Merry Nap Time chord is bright and sugary with fun accessories and prismatic frill. In contrast, Maren Lollipop is a mess. Too many patterns and accessories. Magical Mirage doesn't fare better either. Really strong introduction with 4 PRs, and very good rares. However, pop types don't get much. Fua Dream does not really look amazing for most of this season, but the PR is pretty good, so I guess they got what they wanted. The PR is probably the selling point, and given that it's an SPR, probably had the most time and effort put into it. Berry Parfait has a brand new chord, and that's Happiness Marine. There's a classic blue and yellow we'd expect, and trailing gingham to style the skirt. The hat's probably my favorite part with its lacy edges framing the red gingham. Also, there's a very cute hard tube at the waist. Fresh Strawberry is also a cute check cord with strawberries, but this kind of cord is a little overdone. Slapping things onto an outfit is going to be done a lot. We can see it in the muffin check cord, which still has a great use of patterns with stripes and check, but I don't like that this is becoming a trend. They're gonna keep doing this for the rest of the season, so get used to it. Ribbon Party is brandless, but I love the mint green combined with pink and yellow. I'll actually use these colors for some of Sugar Melody cords. It's held together by the ribbons and the color distribution is great. Spice Cord has finally evolved into Swing Rock. With glamorous black and pink, the Rock My Heart cord is incredible. The schoolgirl fabric is present on the skirt with the studs, chains, and belts returning. We haven't seen these too much for a while. The peplum reminds me of a music scale, and I love the glittery corset. The use of leather and platform boots really screams rock. The cord is made to suit Laura perfectly, and I think that the bat wings are really cute too. Sparkle Lamb is a more casual cord with white in contrast to its PR. Its shimmery blue fabric is something we've seen a lot, and the stocking feels really unnecessary. The asymmetry here is at its most unnatural. Gothic Victoria gets the peacock green palace cord, with poofy shoulders we haven't seen much, and amazing silver decoration on the skirt. I also think the bootstraps are very creative. Perfect Queen is finally here. It's a new and regal brand whose PR is the Blooming Queen cord. The large red cape on her skirt holds gigantic roses with black straps and it's decorated with gold designs. The white collar really stands out against the black top, with the sleeves and stockings matching it for style. It's got some of the prettiest wings you've seen so far too. Last thing I love is the fact that her crown holds a tiny rose inside it. The other cords are gorgeous baroque and perfect purple. Purple and gold never miss. I like the underskirt and stylish boots. Perfect purple is a lot closer to Romance Kiss, but the skirt is still nice. Romance Kiss actually gets its star wings this part, but they just reused Mahiru's PR from part 1, which is why I covered it there. This time, it just gets the excellent glow cord. I love the coral colors here, and the aquatic feeling the accessories have. The brilliant blue variant makes this more overt. There has been a very aquatic vibe from Romance Kiss's cords this season. I don't know if that was intentional. Kind of reminds me of Poppin' Bubbles because it's a sexy type related to water. But yeah, I really do like this new direction they're going in. Fua Dream gets the fluffy poppin' cord, which actually has a really cute skirt. The trailing stars over the clouds are very cute and it's very sleepy. This part was just okay. Something new for Very Parfait, and some great PRs, but Fua Dream has failed to really wow me yet. Romance Kiss and Perfect Queen also feel just fine in terms of the rare chords. In some cases, the difference between them isn't that wide. At least with Shiny Smile and Fua Dream, they have completely different palettes, but there's just not much of a difference between these two sexy brands so far. I'm hoping later on they'll differentiate themselves a bit more. In part 3, Yuma's brand evolves, but it's not that serious. I genuinely can't see why they did this from an arcade standpoint. Let's discuss the Rainbow Etoile cord. Much like Daya, this is not a rainbow. It's just 3 colors. I keep mentioning it because it's so smart to me. The gradients featured on this skirt shift from pink to yellow, then blue. This creates a dazzling aurora under the skirt and an angelic vibe when paired with wings. Gold is the main accent color, and given its saturation, it pairs really well with the more pastel colors. It also marks off the edges really well, like on the shoes, and the scalloped fabric underneath her skirt. Lastly, I like that the skirt's layers are pink, blue, and then yellow, bringing the rainbow full circle. The Aurora theme is continued in the Aurora Ciel cord, which is the most unique one so far, Unfortunately, everything has been done before, including just slapping things onto an outfit, like in Pink Letter. The pretty Ange chords are good though, love a ruffly skirt, and the top's asymmetry is really pleasing. It's definitely the most Yume chord so far. Now I was about to end here, but hidden in the promotional chords is the majesty that is Cotton Berry. Soft white sweater with a bunch of pink bows. The lacy skirt with wavy gradients is really great. It's very soft and pretty. I do wish that more main characters could wear white. I think that with Akari they tried to stray away from the pink Ichigo had. However, they just reused Ichigo's colors for Yume, and I believe that Aina also got pink. However, her jeweling cord was more white, which was definitely a great step in the right direction. I love that her jeweling cord was white and that Sugar Melody used a more minty green as well. We do not need this color palette anymore. Aurora Pegasus did it again. I hope wherever Aikatsu is going, we can finally abandon this gradient. It's a good gradient, I understand. Pink, yellow, and blue is amazing, but we really don't need those colors anymore. I like that Aurora Pegasus had a bit more purple, but I just don't see the point of trying to reuse this again. Cotton Berry looks amazing with white. I think that more protagonists should wear white or red. Something else, something new. Spice Chord gets the Rockin' Melody chord. This is in line with her PR's colors and I love it. Usually these colors would be reserved for a sexy brand like Dolly Devil, but combining them with punk elements is really refreshing. Gothic Victoria gets the Silent Canary, which I love for the bonnet. Such a classic reserved outfit. The skirts in this brand consistently feature art and I'm surprised it hasn't proved intrusive so far. Perfect Queen gets the Majestic Gold chord, which is exactly what it needed to differentiate itself from Romance Kiss. White and gold never looked this good. The detailed pattern adds a touch of luxury, and the trailing white fabric keeps the skirt interesting. Honey Fabulous is a bit too orange for me, kinda ruining the whole vibe. Now, for the most useless SPR, I love Yuzu, but why was she in Season 2? Anyway, Tropical Beach reminds me a lot of Hinaki's final PR. Very fun skirt. The multiple patterns and aquatic accessories create a tropical vibe and it's very vivid. I hate to say it, but it's better than I wanted it to be. The water wings are really unique, and the other quarter brand gets, Funny Trick, is definitely a choice, veering closer to Prepara in terms of camp, so we're gonna move on to Fua Fua Dream. This brand gets the melty pink bell top, and honestly, this could be a PR. It's probably the best rare cord we've seen from the brand. There's knight and cat-like elements, which is great for Akko, and the cute little maid skirt has a cat and moon. The cat moon thing also appears on the necklace. Great headband, some of the best material for the brand. Fua Fua Dream really needs to improve if it wants to leave a lasting impact on me. I just think that the brand has been a lot worse than I expected it to be. Floral Fantasia is the newest SPR, and it's from My Little Heart. This brings in a more naturey vibe while drawing a lot from Aurora Fantasy. Arya looks like a walking garden. The butterfly wings look a bit plastic, but the design really does fit the chord. Fairy Garden's pretty cute with its flowy crop top and butterfly accessories. The golden underskirt is a great pop of color. The Nordic Flower is also very pretty, with its monotone simplicity. Lastly, we've got Flowery Pastel, which is definitely the best rare so far. RBF gets the Kalur chords, which are pretty generic this far into the series. Royal Sword is here at last with a princely PR. The solid diamond tiles are present in the skirt, shirt, and crown, with a star pattern trailing down the pants. The fringed shoulder with a cape draped over is great and dramatic. I also love the crown pattern on the boots. It's got a very classy golden frame on the wings too. Blue Guardian is pretty dressy with blue and white, but I'm sure I've seen that skirt somewhere. Gothic Victoria gets Bordeaux Classical, which is very different from the rest of her brand. I like the contrast. simple red bow, and fun striped shoes. Finally, we've got the glamorous corsage, lovely skirt with all the brand's colors, and really amazing flower accessories. Cotton Sugar is a cute squirrel girl outfit with starry accessories and frill. That rounds out the fourth part of the DCB with a rather mild collection. Normally we'd end around here, but given how mild this part was, we're just going to do part 5 in this take as well. Part 5 is all about sundresses, so let's talk about it. Elza awakens hers first, so we'll start with her. The dress in form is gigantic. Definitely the busiest texture is whatever's on the chest and at the very bottom of the actual outfit. There's a trim below the sun decal at the waist, which marks off the simple part of this. Beneath this, there's abundant feathers with 2 giant curtains framing an emblem with multiple layers of fabric. It's got a lot of layers and is very ambitious. It really does feel like a final dress, the most final the series has ever felt, suitable for the end of 2 seasons. I think that this is one of the best final dresses we've seen in Aikatsu because it really does go all out. Aikatsu Planet was very novel with its final dresses, the Dressia evolutions, but I do think that something about a gigantic dress that's almost too much to really comprehend, that's really tough to describe, embodies the feeling of finality that others haven't. Two Wings didn't really get one. I think Ichigo's dress in the movie is pretty good as the dress she becomes top idol in, but we have not seen something like this from Aikatsu so far. It's for that reason that the sundress is so important to me, because it's probably one of the most ambitious designs. Each girl gets her own recolor, but the best by far are Elza and Laura's. The strong red and blue really work here. I still appreciate the others, but the red and blue ones really caught my eye. Now that we've gone over what everyone is here for, let's move on to the other brands. Berry Parfait gets the pure ribbon up cord. Lace is often used on the side or center, so using it along the buttons is definitely new. Love the wrist accessory. Pink skirt with white flowers is really cute, and the lace being yellow beads is different. Once again, great accessories. It's a great cord. It's a shame we couldn't see it this late into the anime. I like that they're still trying to place different accessories and fabric types in different areas, so we still have new things even at the very end. My Little Heart gets the Flourish flower cord. Skirt is a closed-up garden, and it's got such a bright green that really helps it stand out. Royal Sword gets Gentle Knight, which is basically a simple version of the PR. It's still alright, but nothing revolutionary. Girly Beat from Spice Cord is a lot blacker than the others this season. Spice Cord has finally evolved fully into Swing Rock. It's not all good though. Rouge Camellia is a pretty ugly cord, and it joins the rest of the awful perfect queen outfits. I don't think the contrast here works at all. Luckily, Romance Kiss is here to save us with Arabesque Bright. The poofy sleeves are new in the brand, and the ornament on the waist adds detail to the top. I love the jewelry on the skirt matching the waist jewels because it makes it look more put together. Lastly, we've got Fluffy Cat, which feels like a preview of Milky Joker. Specifically how these colors are used to make something childish and cute. The yellow pants are pushing it for me, but I do like the beads. It's somewhere between ugly and cute, so I'm very mixed on it. Outside the sundress, these two parts were very lackluster. There were definitely a lot of high points, specifically with Rainbow Berry Parfait and with what Spice Cord and Romance Kiss brought to the table, but ultimately, this is not exactly the greatest way to be wrapping up the season. Hopefully the final installment will bring us something new. Part 6 is the final hurrah for Aikatsu Stars. I didn't think that it would be the only series to have a second season that's full after the original, but here we are. My Little Heart gets a very sleepy cord. Spring Bouquet. I think the skirt could have been longer or more flowy to match the vibe of the top, but it's still good. White Palace is also incredible. I love the skirt with golden stars and the little peplum on the side. It's very regal with its incredible color choice. Gothic Victoria gets the Night Banquet cord, which doesn't feature any illustrations on the skirt, something that's been pretty common this season. The beady skirt and lace are pretty with stylish blue roses. Black layers also help to break up the color, and the golden decals contrast well with the deep blue. A small detail I love is the roses at the base of the stockings. Romance kisses here with Arabian Beauty. The butterfly accessory is unique with jewels and pink fabric. I really love the warm gradient. It's like a new take on an old idea. All of these motifs have already been used, but it still feels refreshing. Beach Sunset feels very much like early Shiny Smile. It's got a vibrant mini skirt, but the boots and top don't match too well, primarily because they're a lot wilder than the skirt is, which draws your eye due to how bright it is. I do think that they should have gone for something different. With those few coords, we're at the end of these 6 parts. I will be covering the campaigns in the next video, but Aikatsu Stars brought so much more to the table than I initially thought. I don't think we appreciate how much the dressmake system added variety to these coords. It was very different. They tried a lot of new things, and I really do appreciate the way this show was handled. There's a lot that I don't agree with, like Ako and Koharu's treatment, but I think that this is definitely one of the seasons which deserved more. We deserved to see more rare coords, given how many they were. I think that it could have used some more time. All of the brands are really, even the ones that falter could have improved in the next season. For example, I thought Romance Kiss had done everything it could in the past season, but this season it leaned more to an aquatic vibe. Gothic Victoria stopped just slapping roses on the same skirt and started using illustrations of birds, which was very creative. Even Berry Parfait was able to stand out from My Little Heart, which equally grew by becoming more nature-focused once Arya was the muse. Each of the brands evolved, and it's gonna be sad to see it go. But with that said, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Look forward to the campaign video, which I will be releasing soon. I really hope you enjoyed it. Aikatsu Stars is my favorite series, so I really do have a renewed appreciation for it after covering all these outfits. That's all from me. See you guys next time.